Whoa, what's going on? Check it out. What's going on, second channel watchers and new people who maybe have never heard about this channel but are now just finding out about this channel. I want to start using this channel more often because I have in the past used it to put like unreleased videos, extra content videos, maybe just some talking videos that aren't edited, and I would like to use this channel for basically whatever it is that's interesting to me at the moment that maybe doesn't have a perfect position and a spot in the main channel, right? Because, like, for example, right now, I'm really excited about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and that obviously would be just like null and void on the main channel. And there's a lot of other things that I'm gonna get interested in, whether it's like, you know, self-awareness, mindfulness, podcasts, books that I'm reading, things like that. So I'm gonna start putting up videos on this channel. They aren't gonna be super well produced or edited. They're just gonna be, you know, quick videos that give you a snapshot of what's going on, tell my strategy, tell something that I've gained lately that I think you guys should, you know, you would benefit from hearing and you can maybe get into as well. But yes, so I just want to make this announcement to let you guys know that. And because I have 6 minutes left on the video, I'm going to explain to you what Bitcoin is, if you don't know what Bitcoin is. So, my layman's version of what Bitcoin is Bitcoin is something called a cryptocurrency, which basically means that Bitcoin is created by solving mathematical equations. There's a lot of alternative coins, and you're going to hear a lot of different coin stuff, but you're going to get super confused if you don't just start with Bitcoin. The way that Bitcoin is created, each Bitcoin is awarded to a miner, and a miner, like a miner, is a person who uses their computer processing power to mine and or solve hashes, solve these really complicated mathematical equations that literally no person could do, you know, in any reasonable amount of time. But with all this computer power, it makes it possible. It takes a lot of power, so a coin is only produced every, like, I think it's like every 12 minutes or something like that. But basically, you have to have these crazy machines to do that. So we can't do that, the general public. As these coins are mined, there's a total cap of 21 million. So at the moment, we're at 18 million coins that have been mined. So that means there's only 3 million more that are going to be made into circulation and existence, which means that there is a finite amount of them, which also means that if the demand for Bitcoin increases because more people use them or invest into them, and the supply stops at 21, that means the demand will be higher than the supply, thus increasing the value. Now, where does the value actually come from for the Bitcoin? That comes from two different places. One, from trust, just like the US dollar. Got 4 minutes left, we're about to do this. Just like the US dollar, right? There's no actual physical value to a dollar. It's literally a fiat money, like it's just a piece of dollar. It's just a piece of paper, it means nothing. And it got taken off of the gold reserve like 30, 40 years ago, which means that back in the day, you used to be able to give $1 and you get $1 worth of gold back from the government. They took that off of that system, and now the US dollar is literally only valuable because of our trust in it and because of the total market volume of use of dollars every single day. That makes it valuable. The same thing with Bitcoin. Because people are excited about it, they're interested in it, that gives Bitcoin value. You know, because if that guy wants it for $5,000, then that means that guy wants it for $5,000. That Bitcoin is worth $5,000. At the current moment, talking right now, at the current moment of press, there are $0.127 trillion worth of Bitcoin transactions that happen every day. Buys and sells between people, which shows that that's a pretty good amount. I mean, obviously that's nothing compared to like the actual exchange rate for US dollars and how much is moved around, but you know, that's not something that is irrelevant or like a child's game. A lot of people are investing into this and a lot of companies are looking at different ways to use Bitcoin. So the next way that Bitcoin actually gains value is because it eliminates banks and eliminates inflation. So a lot of countries who have terribly inflated money currencies, like Zimbabwe has 100 trillion Zimbabwe dollars is worth 40 cents American dollars. So Zimbabwe is really heftily investing into Bitcoin as a currency they can depend on, put trust on, and actually use, not invest in, but actually use on a day-to-day basis to pay for jobs, pay for food, pay for everything. This way, they don't have to work for something getting paid in Zimbabwe dollars that just continue to inflate and become worthless. And in that way, a lot of people don't want to work or just can't work because it just doesn't work. It doesn't, you know, balance out. So in that way, a lot of the demand for Bitcoin is growing because a lot of these third world countries are using it as an actual currency. So a lot of people look at it as an investment, but a lot of other people look at it as an actual solution to a lot of problems that they have. There's a lot of other little ways that Bitcoin has value to it. Like for example, Amazon and PayPal have both started looking into how to accept and use transactions with Bitcoin, which would drive up the demand for a lot. So if you get in on the ground floor, then as that grows, you could potentially make a lot of money. Now, I'm not guaranteeing anything, and I'm not saying that this is investment advice, and I'm not saying I'm an investment advisor. I don't know a lot, but I do like to read. So I will tell you guys what I've learned, and I'll tell you my strategies as I go forward, and you can do whatever you want with it. But you don't have to take my advice seriously by any means. There's an estimation by a lot of different people, but a lot of people are estimating that the Bitcoin will go from, right now it's about $6.6 thousand per Bitcoin, to somewhere, some people are estimating 100,000 by 2025, some people are estimating 500,000 by 2025, but most people agree that it will be significantly larger than it is now, much more valuable than it is now. So if you invest now, you can see your investment grow really, really big, compared especially to traditional things like stocks and bonds and things like that. We have about a minute left. So if you guys want to get into Bitcoin, there's really only a few ways that are simple. The back in the day stuff, it was really complicated to get Bitcoin. Just recently this year, they've made apps and sites and stuff that are so simple you can just put your card in or your bank account information in and just buy one. And then it's simple as that. There's a lot more depth to it in terms of how to keep it secure with your own Bitcoin wallet and stuff. I'll cover all that soon. But that's the reason that this year it has really like blown up, is because it's been a lot easier for people who don't really understand it to invest into it. If you guys do ever want to invest into it, you can do so by going to Coinbase, and that's pretty much the most basic one. And then if you want to do it for a little cheaper but more complicated, GDAX. And then if you don't have a bank account and you want to get quick, you just want to jump into it, then there's something called Coin Mama, and they let you have high purchases with just debit cards without having to verify your bank and all that stuff. So those are the three options. I'll put links to all of them. They will be my referral link, just disclosure right there, because it gets me a little bit, gets you a little bit. And that's that. That's my freaking blast off update for this channel. It's probably running out of time right now. I will be putting more videos up on this channel. Stay subscribed, stay tuned. I'm freaking excited. I love you guys. And yes, more of me coming soon. More of my interesting passions that I'm not allowed to talk to on the main channel. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon.